Ford. Hello and welcome to Corporate Roadshow. I'm Frank Ferraro, your host, and today we have Robert Stevenson, the CEO of Argentum 47. That trades under the symbol ARGQ, and that's on the OTC markets. And joining him today is Anthony Ryan. He's the CTO of the company based in the US. Guys, welcome. Welcome to Corporate Roadshow.
Hello, Frank. How you doing?
Can you hear me, Anthony?
Hello, Frank.
All right. Hey, how
Yes,
are
we
you?
can hear you. Thank you.
Good. Okay, perfect. The thing that I noticed about Argentum when you guys came to me is that you guys are in the AI space. And right now, that's probably one of the hottest things in the market. And I've seen some of the AI programs, and they're just unbelievable. As a matter of fact, I did a couple of business plans on ChatGPT, and within a minute after I put in the parameters, this thing popped out a 15-page business plan, which would have taken me a month and cost thousands of dollars. Now, the next thing that they say on the ChatGPT with the business plan is, hey, now you need a marketing plan. Marketing plans are a little different than a business plan. There's a lot of different parameters to go into it. When I heard about and what you guys are doing with AI in terms of corporate marketing, I was impressed. And I said, gee, this is something that all the companies need once they go to the initial steps. And I'm just glad you guys can come on and maybe shed light on what you guys do and why it's going to be pretty exciting for all the different companies out there looking for a marketing program, because it's a whole nother thing. And what you guys seems to be what you guys are doing is taking everything and putting it together. And
Exactly. Yeah.
maybe you can share with us a little bit about what you have going on, because I think it's really cool, and I'd love all the people that, at least all our followers, to learn about it.
No problem, Frank. I'll start there. We're running two models. We're on a mass model, marketing as a service, and we're about to build a SaaS model. The mass model is something that we do in-house. We take clients on and we run their marketing. Anthony will explain more on that and how we do that after me. On the SaaS model, we're in build. We're not close to it being finished yet, but that could be a couple of months. But with the SaaS model, it allows user-friendly people to come online and use our mass model online as software as a service. So I'll let Anthony explain what exactly and how that works.
Yeah, so in essence, we are obviously utilizing AI in the marketing sector. Now, what I like to do is just to give anyone, whether they've got a broad or a small amount of understanding of AI, an explanation which hopefully will explain exactly what we're doing in the space at the moment. Now, if you look at any company, whether you're a hairdresser salon or you're a massive corporation, you all need to market to get business in. So, every single company needs marketing in order for it to work. Now, the old style of marketing used to be expensive. Now, the reason it was expensive, I need pay job roles and teams of people to do what AI can now do in seconds. So the easy way to explain this is if we now approached a marketing company, the first thing we'd do is we'd have a call. There'll be a scope call. Then there'll be a meeting held with the marketing company, and they'll sit in a room. And in that room will be an individual who will head up a team of web developers to build a website. In there will be a head of department who will head up a team of people who will design all the adverts. Then you'll have an SEO writing crew in there. Then you'll have a social media, Facebook advertiser, a Google advertiser, an Instagram advertiser. The list will go on and on and on. So the amount of people that is required is quite extensive and expensive. Now, the second phase then would be, of course, you've got to try a campaign and learn from the data. Now, this is spending money all the way through. You've had to pay for the initial creation. Now you've got to pay to go through the learning phase. So you've got to actually pay market to learn whether you're doing it right or wrong. Now, what we did is we took that as a concept and we said, what if we can do this without any of those people and we can just use technology to do that? And that's in essence what we did. So our campaigns, for example, is we now have AI that creates the websites, that creates all the ads content, not just creates it, but actually finds the best ad content to go in front of the client due to trends, market research, data from other campaigns. Is a brain, isn't it? It continuously learns from the information that it takes and teaches itself. So once we have those created, what we're then going to do, and this is one of the main parts that we do, is we're not going to wait 3, 6, 9 months to learn and spend the client's money. We're going to do all this research before we start. So if I take Google, for example, we're going to have our technology will do thousands of keyword searches a minute. What it'll then do is it'll track where our competitors are showing. It will track what it would cost to appear in that place at that time of day, on that day of the week, and so on. All of this data then comes back in, gets analyzed further, and then it produces an ad campaign. And again, we've not used any resources to do this, just the technology. So we haven't spent a pound of the client's money, and we've done it instantly. So we can now start an ad campaign. The best part of what we're going to do now is that will now launch. And like any conventional, old or historic, we then learn from the data. Now, one of the key things that we want to do is we don't just want to compete in a world where, where clients are searching for a specific thing. And if I use a solar panel as an example, just so we can clearly explain how this would work. If you type in solar panel for sale into Google, you're going to see a long list of competitors. The sponsored ads will show on page 1. Underneath there will be a highest SEO rank page. Now, what we want to do is we want to find people who are not necessarily searching for solar panel. Well, we'll get those as well. But obviously, we're looking for the ones that are searching for something similar. Now, this just could be energy saving, or it'd be something similar. We'll find those people and we'll show a unique advert to them that stands out amongst the others. So we don't need to compete at the top of the page. We can sit comfortably a little lower down with a unique ad. Then we're going to target them across all the platforms, whether that's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. We'll have ad sets running all across there. What that's enabling us to do is to basically start from the very beginning with cost savings for the client. So when they come to us, they haven't got that expensive development cost. They haven't got the learning phase. They're already saving money. Now, because we're doing the detailed analysis, we can usually do a significant reduction in what they're paying now before we even start building the campaign going forward. We work on a percentage of spend basis, as a lot of marketing companies do. What that in essence does is it ensures that we're incentivized as much as the client is. So our percentage always remains the same and never goes up. All right. So what that means to the client is we will only get paid more money if we're doing the job for the client and they're making more money and spending it with us. And that's how we like to work with the clients that we got there. We also have a detailed reporting and analysis system that will then go into post entry. So what I mean by this is, rather than just focusing on getting data into the business, we're then going to have a look at a post entry basis where we'll actually look into what the customers will go through as a process after they've hit a website, signed up, joined an event, or whatever that may be. We'll then actually create a pre-process or the start of the campaign, and we'll follow that all the way through, making sure that everything is lined up and in sync. Hopefully that explains a little bit about
that explains a lot. That explains a lot. So right now you're working on 2 platforms, one where people actually call and you actually customize it for them, and down the road you'd love to have a SaaS open source product type thing, right? Is that the way I'm seeing?
Yeah, that's correct. I think, Frank, you hit the nail on the head at the beginning of the call where you mentioned ChatGPT and what it does. Our idea is to be the marketing arm of a ChatGPT style in a marketing preference way.
And that's how I envisioned it from wow. If this
so you would
plug in and
you would log on to our platform, you'd build your own website, customize that. That would probably take 15 minutes. And that'd have obviously we'll have help and integration from ChatGPT and alike, where they will be able to put their information in and basically do their own content on the website with ChatGPT or along those lines. And then with the graphics, you'd have a number of graphics, a bit like a Wix or one of those building websites where we have lots of pictures and lots of information. It's probably going to be a pretty basic website after 15 minutes. You're probably going to have to play with it a bit after half an hour, 45 minutes. And then once your website's done, you've got all your terms and conditions, your privacy policies, that's all going to be involved in there for you. Hence again, the likes of ChatGPT. And then after that, you've got the option to use our marketing services. And why wouldn't you? The content's all being created by AI, everything's integrated, and then you can go on and use our algorithms, our market research for the actual product, if you're a hairdresser or selling shoes or whatever you want to use it for. And everything's pretty much done from top to tail. You've got your marketing, and obviously within that, using our marketing, it'll build your own ads for the likes of social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, and others, or broadcasting, like the broadcasting sites that you could use as well. But yeah, there's plenty of scope there for people to use loads of multi-channels. And obviously there's the pay-per-click route via Google with the website, getting the website up there and get it onto the top of Google, depending on the spend they want to spend, and using our AI there. So yeah, there's pretty much loads we can do with the SaaS model, and it'll be an integrated platform. So yeah, it looks really promising. So yeah, going back to your chat GPT, I think we could be like a marketing GPT, really, where, and if you think of the people out there, the millions of developers in these marketing companies, some of them got 30, 40 developers, as Anthony said earlier in the call, where they're using these, building ads and creating content and graphics for websites and ads. This takes that all away. Even if you look at like the likes of Fiverr, where you go onto Fiverr and you get a website built for you for $400 or $500, they can use it.
Yeah.
And they would have a lot more time to just do that in 15, 20 minutes and build it. They could do lots more websites because they're actually physically building them themselves. So it's a massive tool for marketers out there, just even on a dev side, not only to mention companies that like yourself, like you've mentioned, that come online and can get a cash flow forecast or a plan done in 15 seconds. Can't get a marketing plan done in 15 seconds.
Right.
Here we are.
It's unbelievable. So I noticed that you guys are a public company and you do trade on the OTC markets. Your symbol is ARGQ. And tell me a little bit about what's going on there. We'd love to see you here in the United States doing some road shows, obviously, but how does that, have you been successful at raising money yet? Is that something you need to do in the horizon?
Yeah, that's something we need to do on the horizon. We have had friends, family investments over the last sort of 2 years. It's been a bit of a long road to get where we are. We're looking towards the end of this year, after Q1 24, to go to QB. Report at least, or start reporting, go to QB. We have been accepted for QB, and it's something we're going to look at. We maybe could look higher over the period. The aim is NASDAQ, always has been, always will be, and we just need to get there. We just need to get people out there looking at what we do, which is get investors interested, which is basically what you do, Frank.
I'm out there trying. I'd love to have you guys, and I know you guys are all the way across the big pond in the UK. But if you do want to come to America, we'd love to have you here. And
perfect. We'd love to come.
Tell more of the story. And I'd love to follow up with you guys in a couple of months to see, the progress, because this is a really cool tool. And I want to definitely keep in touch with you guys and be able to see the growth. And now, if anybody wanted to get in touch with you, how would they get in touch with you? Just go to the website.
You got your websites. We've got a lot of press releases going out on a lot of projects we're doing for the mass model. So if you look at our PRs, I think there's one coming out today. Should have been out by now.
All right, don't say what it is yet. Don't say what it is yet.
I'm not going to say what it is. I'm going to say what it is. I just said there's one coming. And yeah, you could get hold of us that way through the website. There's numbers on there. You can call the office in the UK or the USA. And yeah, email our investor relations or info
awesome.
ARGQ.io. So yeah, there was plenty of options to get in touch.
All right, guys, I appreciate you coming on, and hit them long and hit them straight.
Thanks, Frank.
All right, guys, enjoy. Thank you very much.
Yes, Frank.
Thank you.